Hey everybody, welcome back to the Final Fantasy VII Let's Play. Let's continue the conversation, shall we?
I like how Barrett goes, poking his nose in where it don't belong. Hey, Clyde, you want to finish the story? Yeah, Barrett, how about poking your nose in where it don't belong?
Well, he just responded to what Red 13 is saying. I think Red 13 was chewing Barrett out for like stop interrupting, please.
I would have just fallen asleep.
How can he poke his nose if he has a gun for a hand?
That's not even... What?
It's called the left hand.
It's called the atomic scissors.
Yeah. The nose picker.
Tweezers.
Do you think he picks his ass with it?
What, atomic scissors?
Yeah.
God, I hope not. No, at least the rocket fist.
I bet that
That's a
guy
Gilgamesh
has
reference of all
wiped
things in
his
this game.
ass with the wrong hand.
Yes.
I just realized, by the way, that's actually a 5 reference.
Which one?
The Rocket Fist.
Oh, Rocket Punch?
Yeah.
From Omega?
No, from Gilgamesh.
Did it? Oh, that's right. Gilgamesh technically did do it first, yeah.
Right, I didn't realize that was a 5 reference.
Gilgamesh.
There's also a Gilgamesh reference in this game. One thing I'm hoping this ever remake fixes is that they put Gilgamesh in it in some way. I
Yeah,
don't fucking
Gilgamesh
care.
is not a thing in this game at all. Not to my
Unless you get the
knowledge.
Rocket Fist.
Is he a thing in every other game?
Yes,
I
yes.
started with
almost.
5. Starting with 5.
Starting with 5.
Yeah.
6 remake, the 6 GBA puts him in there. 8 has him in the Dimensional Rift. 9 is the
Treasure Hunter dude.
Treasure Hunter. 10, 2, no site either.
Yeah, no.
12, he's a 12, he's an optional hunt. 13, he's a store.
And 14, he's a part of a more of a comedic chain of side quests.
I kind of would like it if he just actually ran a fucking bridge construction company.
No,
big
because
bridge
one thing they do,
construction
one thing they do with 14 actually, because 14 Stormblood brought Yojimbo, straight out of 10,
Oh, boy.
and he's a mercenary in that one.
Hey,
but you
Yojimbo.
you later find out that it's Gilgamesh in disguise,
Oh.
who took up that job in Kugani because he was starving for money. And Yojimbo's waistline in 10 it's like paper thin, because of the exotic design. They justify that by saying that he was malnourished.
Right?
He needed something.
Well, I guess I gotta kill you now, Jimbo.
So Sephiroth is basically reading a whole bunch of information and still coming out to what is essentially the wrong conclusion, which sends him on his path to villainy, which admittedly is refreshing. Admittedly, it's like usually the villains have it's rare for the villain in most cases to be the one. Well, actually no, I take it back. Rare isn't the right choice of words to use, but admittedly, it's something when some guy looks at something and goes and takes the wrong conclusion and actually decides to go, hey, you know what has to end? The world.
And unfortunately, none of our characters are none the wiser because, how would they know that he's reading misinformation?
None of our characters know anything either.
Yeah, exactly.
Taking out your frustration on everyone else except the problem.
There's unfortunately nothing you can really do in this case. By the way, I know you guys probably can't notice it, but you see the backgrounds are changing to books right there.
Yeah.
For some reason, in the HD remake, you can clearly see the outline of the stack of books that are about to appear next to Sephiroth.
Oh, they're right there.
Yeah, they're right there. And for some reason, you can see the outline of those books in the HD version. I was like, those books are going to be there soon. I know they are. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Layering issues. Oh, boy.
That can't be good.
He just reached Article Z in WebMD. He's done.
He finally found the book on monkey nucleosis.
Am I the nucleosis? Professor
That's
Dennis.
really kind of hilarious when you think about it. Sephiroth with Munchausen's. Sephiroth seems different. I would imagine so.
No. You don't say,
I
Jim.
thought I told you to stay out of Breitbart.
It's like, once you hear those bells, it's like, yeah, some shit's going down.
I can't wait.
We know. We know.
And Sephiroth decides to go book fuck bunkers.
Hey, Cloud, I found a joke
Hey,
book.
you know what? He cleaned up the books, though.
That's nice of him.
That's really nice of him.
So why do they down
Oh, no, they're out on the floor here.
traitor? Uh-oh.
Sinner.
I found out about the orthopedic underwear cloud.
You really jammed on that piano, didn't you? You were thinking of playing Megalovania, weren't you?
You brought the deodorant.
Well, Sephiroth is
You know I needed it
even
for
without
5
this,
days.
Even though without this, though, Sephiroth is kind of an asshole regardless. Sephiroth is the kind of guy that'll make you think, that'll try to pretend he has absolute control over a puppet when he really doesn't.
He doesn't. No, not
For
at this point
example,
in time.
Cloud will try to cut a sandwich horizontally, like Sephiroth says, I bet you'll cut it horizontally. Then it's Cloud turns around to cut it vertically. He goes, no, wait, vertical.
Yeah.
Gotcha, puppet.
Yeah, no, it's exactly. Yeah, he is. You know what? Actually, I don't like about that. Was it? I think the Cydia does that too. where he definitely comes across that guy as like, I made you cut it vertically. Actually, I cut it horizontally. That was because I made you change your mind, cut it horizontally.
Yeah.
Because you're just so fucking weak, Cloud.
And then he says, which, by the way, that's not how I like it cut at all. Diagonal.
Interestingly enough, though, I love how Cloud and Sephiroth interact in NT. And Sephiroth's like, hello, Cloud. And Cloud's like, oh, for fuck's sake, dude, come on.
Just go away, please.
I can't get away from you, can I?
Also, what is
Our-
that walk cycle?
It's his legs were asleep from sitting in that chair all day. He's got to like he's got to stretch his legs. For
He
a
was
while
there
so
for
they're asleep.
days.
Yeah, his legs are probably asleep.
Don't you eat?
I don't need to eat. I am a god. Oh no.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
And it quickly cuts away to him in the hospital bed. Yeah, where's your God now, motherfucker? Eat the sandwich. I cut it horizontally the way you want it. Or was it vertical? Gee, I don't remember. Fuck
Wait,
you.
Wait. Traitor. What? The crust.
Cetra are allergic to that.
You're not Cetra, Sephiroth.
Oh, fuck.
Now what the books say.
Fucking WebMD. The problem is WebMD.
But, by the way, you think this can't happen in a span? Sephiroth also has a Fire 3 all mastered Link materia.
God
Absolutely.
damn it.
Yeah, I always took that he used magic to do this. He ruptures a gas main and everything goes to shit.
This town doesn't look like it can spell gas mean.
Am I going to die? I don't know.
Possibly.
Your legs are on fire, dude. I'm pretty sure that's a safe bet. And thus he goes right into his house and finds his mother in cinders. PTSD.
Fuck. I don't even remember her.
Said Sora about Naminé.
Oof.
This is terrible.
He can't believe it either.
This is horrible.
Doink. Elliot, you gotta understand, for us back in '97, like straight up, we kind of really had to understand the limitations of the tech. At the
I
time.
know.
It is funny to laugh
It's you
at
saying
now.
doink.
Like
Well,
a Tom Barry.
I'm off to hell now. Bye.
That is one of the iconic scenes of this game, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I would have liked if the FMV followed up with Sephiroth making the slow walk to the reactor, and he's still covered in flames. Because his clothes aren't fire retardant.
Yeah, right.
He's just there naked with his sword. Jesus Christ, Sephiroth!
I did walk through that fire.
It's cold.
It looked cool.
It's cold
I
outside.
know, but I
You're
walked
gonna
through the
catch
fire.
pneumonia.
That's fine. I walked through the fire, though.
And also got a really big dick.
Yeah. I call it the Masamune.
Let us.
Does it curve?
Yes, it does. Let us figure it out, Sephiroth. Width or girth or length. Did Sephiroth do this to you? That's his
Mud.
sword, champ.
With girth, mushroom.
So Diva finds her father dead. I don't know what her father's doing up here of all places, but Sephiroth is. Yeah, he's dead, Jim. Well, I don't know why you're talking. What are you gonna get out of him? I'm dead. Mother, I'm here. Sephiroth, that's not.
Shave and a haircut.
Mom,
Two
I'm
bits.
Mother, I'm here. I left the keys in the house.
Yeah, please open the door.
Oh, hey, thank you. I forgot about this.
Here's your tip.
By the way, this one thing about the scene I don't like. Admittedly, I think it's just because of the distance.
Yeah.
If she was farther back, closer to the stairs, I'd accept that as a cut. It looks like he should have bisected her.
Yeah, I know.
Also, one thing I like that Dead Fantasy does is that it shows Tifa having a scar underneath all that, representing the cut. I like that touch.
Yeah, I always figured that. Because I don't remember. I think 7 Remake doesn't do it either, though.
No, it does not.
It does not. Yeah, I would think that scar is
We haven't seen
permanent.
it, have we?
We don't really get a good shot of her midriff because I always took that happened right across, or maybe it's like in between the boob, you know. You know, just like maybe she does have a permanent scar. That we're never going to find out though because I'm not a pervert.
Right.
But
Wow, Genova.
there is a detail though that I think is intentional that I only just caught recently.
What?
I'm going to bring it up. Well, I'll bring it up now because Sephiroth clearly slices her.
Yeah.
And she falls backwards. Now, a thing about, if you're paying attention in hindsight in the story, as Cloud is telling the story, is that Tifa is very reserved. Like, she keeps to herself because in reality, she's hearing Cloud say these things that don't match up to what actually happened.
Yeah.
But she's not interjecting because
She doesn't know the answer.
She doesn't
either.
know the yeah. She can't quite clear up the answers, but she tests Cloud in one way after this cutscene,
Yeah.
where she says, "Do you remember how you felt when Sephiroth stabbed me?" She uses the word "stabbed" specifically, when in reality she got sliced. She didn't get stabbed. And
That's a nice touch.
I always think I like to think that she's subtly testing his memory to see if he'll say anything, and he falls for it. He says, "I was scared. I thought you were gone." It was like, you didn't see me get stabbed though.
Right, but here's also the other thing that why Tifa continues to hide it.
Yeah.
For one detail that Cloud got wrong, he's knocking about 9 to 10 others out the park.
Yeah.
So it then becomes the question of how do you know all of this, and yet you weren't there?
Yeah.
What the fuck is adding up? This is not adding up.
Yeah. How do you know all this?
like an A- is an A-.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
still
but
passed the test.
how
I
did
don't
you
give a
how did
shit.
you pass the test without studying though? That's
what Tifa's getting at.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much it. Yeah.
What do I have to be sad about?
Everything.
Let's can we talk about the face that was in front of Genova? It's like, what was that about?
What face?
The apparatus that was in front of.
I think that was just like
the
one of
attainment.
those. I don't know what the point of that was, to be honest, either.
Yeah,
The design?
I guess so. Like, he rips it out. It starts bleeding oil from the eyelids.
Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is a level 1 soldier grunt that can't take a hit against a level 52 Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Or whatever level he was in the
No, but
flashback.
he's got the power of rage. By the way, epilepsy warning.
Yeah.
And that's the end. You fuck what?
the fuck? What, I got to pay DLC for the rest of it? What the fuck?
It's like you gotta put in a nerd dollar, man. I'm sorry.
Sorry, dude, your subscription ran out. Please insert more money.
Your free trial ended.
Here's my subscription notice. Those are your scissors. Damn it!
Damn it. He twists it off when I get my gun back on.
Oh yeah, watch me. Ow! Fuck!
Barrett, that's a glorified stapler remover.
The letter opener.
Yeah.
And so Barrett realizes his time was completely wasted. He got blue balled at the end of a good story, and he's now going on his way to do
I'll
something
wait
else.
for the Cliff Notes version.
Also, I get you an extra bonus point with Brownie. Barrett.
What, for
I
wait?
meant to say brownie point. I was like bonus point.
It's been
with
so
Brownie.
long
Oops.
since I chose. It's been so long that I chose wait a second. I don't remember what happens afterwards.
How about was it after Sephiroth stabbed me? Stabbed?
Yeah.
The ancient Cetra, Genova, Sephiroth, and
Fell
myself.
for my trap card.
I don't have 7 tools.
Yeah.
We're done here. That's all.
Wow.
That's all one in this town for now.
Yeah.
But
Flashback is done. Yeah, we're gonna. The remainder of this part is just exploring Calm because it's our first real town area, like traditional town area.
also, there's more than just this world. Well,
Yeah.
more to Midgar. Who knew?
The fuck? What this? God damn!
How the
Oh,
fuck?
just jump! You jumped to the Mako reactor. Yeah, there we go. Kick it. Thank you. Mega Elixir this early on. Jesus Christ. They really
Nice.
reward your persistence.
Nothing wrong with being an inquisitive idiot.
Yeah. Mega Elixir is basically just the end all be all cure item in this game. Fully restores HP and MP.
W
For the
item check
entire
makes that
party.
hilarious.
Yeah, I know. We need one more so I can do W item glitch. Oh, no. I think technically, you just need to select one item and the second item is what gets duplicated. So if I were to choose like a potion and choose Mega Elixir as a second item, you can just cancel that and now duplicate it. I wish there was a way you could do that with sources.
You can do it with sources.
You can't use sources in battle, though.
Okay, so what the hell is PHS?
Okay, so PHS...
Portable handheld system.
Portable... the term is portable Hensei system. Hensei is Japanese for edit. It's basically the way how we change our party configurations in the world map or save points. Mm-hmm. In other words, it's a cell phone. It's just a cell phone. In the game, it's a cell phone.
Okay.
Anything else you want to ask? No.
No, not really. I think you've been telling me things just fine. I played RPGs before. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Well, goodbye.
Walk towards the grassy field. I gotta go to the grassy field.
Grass.
Anyway, so as we're gonna learn here in the village of Calm, they really have a grasp on the ether market. I think everybody here is secretly ether addicts.
I love how one of the choices was you're full of it. It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, Cloud?
Everybody here might be closeted ether addicts because everybody here in every town, every house here has an ether in some capacity. Not all of them, but most of them do. And hey, man, that's free 750 gil. I'll gladly take that. Sure.
Also, this town is home to the Master Materia dude.
Yeah.
Basically, long story short, you kill the extra weapons, you get extra items that you probably would have helped you kill the bosses in question.
It's bragging rights. It's all it is at this point. You know, and
There's also a rare gun you get this early on.
the Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can't use the gun. Cloud, point, shoot, bang.
Barrett uses gun. Can you just put the gun? Can you just deattach the atomic system and just put a regular gun on it?
That's such an ironic name for a gun.
What, Peacemaker?
Yeah.
It'll make peace.
No, actually, it is a fitting name. Listen, next time you and your boys around your way are having an argument, take a gun, fire it in the air, and make your decision. I guarantee you'll win unanimously.
That requires me having a gun.
I bet you.
I like the Second Amendment is not a bad thing. Granted, there's a whole ton of people that shouldn't have guns, but
Do you think I have the time and the money to get myself a gun?
It actually doesn't take much to get a license.
it doesn't take much to get a license.
Yeah.
All you need are 2 people that are willing to sign off for you. Then after that, you just got to save up a few hundred.
At a background check.
And a background check. Yeah, you're going to pass that easily.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Elliot, what have you got to hide? Don't answer that. I don't want to.
He wears jeans with holes in them.
He's got fuck pillows.
Yeah. And I think that fuck pillow is holding a gun.
No, the fuck pillows automatically denies him for it. This kid's just running all over his room for no reason.
Absolutely, and they're trying to explore the area. Get the fuck out of the way. Anyway, I thought he bumped into me for a second and just fell backwards on his ass.
Barrett also gets another close-range weapon here, the cannonball, which is remarkable for its forgetfulness because you already have the atomic scissors.
Yeah, at this point you're already sold the atomic scissors. So what's that?
Unless you don't know about the atomic scissors, in which case I go nuts.
Yeah, you're pretty smart. Avo, what do you call them? So, by the way, Barrett, I'm making that our new name.
The Avo,
what do you call them?
I don't know how the fuck you forget Avalanche with Ava. What do you call them? What else is there that starts with Ava? Avaroth?
Avalanche.
Preposterous.
Aveline.
Avalos. Oh, damn, I want to rewatch Dragon Prince now. What, you just steal shit?
I just think
Then again, I do too.
every house has an ether.
You guys are some fucking addicts.
This is the master materia, dude.
I got my health and enough to eat, so all's well. I'll see you in the disc about that.
Or at least, oh no, yeah, because you could fight the Emerald and Ruby as early as this too.
Yeah, I never really bothered with the materia combinations. I did it the old-fashioned way. Actually, I found a real fun-ass way to do it online. Well, via Lentor. All it really takes is Cloud with a particular setup. He could just cut the fucking Emerald weapon to death. It's hilarious.
I was watching this one video. It was like, I think we're talking about different materia combinations that you can use against the weapons. I was like, this one requires 8 mastered counters. It's like, no. It's like, there's not enough time in the world to master those kind of fucking materials.
I got shit to do.
Yeah.
I say as I'm going after Dark Aeons. She's the Dawn Time Raider track. I still got shit to do.
To my knowledge, there's no way to enter this kitchen.
Yeah, you're not supposed to enter the kitchen.
You got Korean barbecue? Could really go for some Korean barbecue right now.
I mean, I've had better dog food.
We don't have Korean barbecue. We have Wu-Tai barbecue.
Oh my god, I can go for Chinese food right now. Stop making me fat.
So something you made yourself fat when you put that food in your mouth. Anyway, I'm gonna stock up a bit on hypers and tranquilizers because I'm setting myself up for a side item for later and a side battle, and figured I'd get them now. Also for limit grinding later.
You can steal ethers from the wolves out in the area too.
Yeah, that's true. You just getting that's money.
Yeah, and besides, again, not for nothing. You're not at the point in the game right now where you're going to be spending a whole crazy amount of MP on your ethers.
No.
Or MP on your magic. There's another bio here you can get for whatever reason you may want. Stealing sense again for whatever reason.
Yeah, you should only ever need 1 sense, really. If you're using sense at all, you play the game enough times, you kind of memorize weaknesses and all that sort of thing.
No.
Although I say that, and
There's one case.
I'm actually going to demonstrate sense later too.
No, the sense is good for one other reason. If you're experimenting with the level magics, of which there's a grand total of, I believe, 2, you'll want to know whether or not an enemy is a level multiple of 4 or 5 so that you can blast them with the appropriate spell.
That's very true.
There's really no other level magic, is there? There's 3, there's 4.
Level 4 suicide. Is it level 5 death?
Level 5 death and level 4 suicide.
I think it's it.
Wow.
Quite a downgrade from 5. That game at least had level 2 old.
That was really fucking helpful, actually.
Yeah, seriously.
See you guys next time.